Hi, I'm Kathy Boyle.
And I'm Ed Boyle, and we're co-owners of Katchen Company Real Estate. What are you laughing about?
He's already laughing.
For those of you who don't know us, we're a boutique full-service real estate firm offering both residential and commercial brokerage and other related real estate services throughout the greater Denver metro area.
Other related services.
Other related services.
That's good to know.
There you go. If you want to know what those are, give us a call.
Please do. Please do.
So, yeah, all right. Hi.
Hi.
What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I thought today we would talk about a subject we haven't really delved into yet, and that's the idea of solar. What's going on with solar here in the Denver community? So, I think that you have a couple of insights that would be great to share. So please impart that.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. We'll start the conversation.
I'll give you a couple minutes of wisdom. As we've been out taking and showing properties recently, one of the things that we noticed was there's on new builds, we're starting to see solar panels on top of them. And I was really curious about that to see what was going on. And I reached out to a couple of solar brokers to talk to them about it. And what I discovered was that with California taking and mandating that all new construction have solar panels, and that's a law there, builders who construct in California have started putting that into their different models. Mm-hmm. And so companies like Lennar are here in Colorado and California. So they're producing some of their units with solar here. And, Kathy and I have also seen some trends with, the secondary market where people are buying houses. And, maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, no. What we're seeing is a lot of millennials that are, buying in the secondary market really want to have solar as part of their option for providing energy. People are looking for alternative sources, whether it's in their cars or in their homes or anything else, and aren't wanting to be as reliant on standard sources. So solar right now is a great option for people to be looking at. And so we've noticed in a lot of neighborhoods, and ours included, that new people are moving in, and one of the first things they're wanting to do is put solar on to their house. And in the past, it was kind of complicated because most of the time when you were dealing with solar, you were leasing the solar panels, and it could be very expensive. And when you went to go sell your house, then there was always the question, well, is there a lease in place? Do you have to lease the panels? What's the deal? And so now, as we've been progressing in this marketplace, what we're finding is that you can actually be buying these solar panels at this point. What you get is what you buy. You're not leasing anymore.
Yeah, and that's really, what it was early on, that's all that they were doing. The companies that were providing solar panels, they wanted to lease them. They wanted to take and have that cash stream going on after the transaction. And now that's not the case. It's too difficult for them. They can't manage it. They just don't want to. While they will take and do a lease, that's not the option that they want. They want to sell it to you.
Right.
And one of the things that this brings into the forefront is that millennials are going to be really, in the next few years, those people who are purchasing homes. And baby boomers are going to be those people more likely selling them.
Right.
Okay. So if you are a baby boomer and you own a house and you're thinking of selling it in the next few years, and new construction starts putting solar panels on all of their homes, and millennials who have purchased homes in the last few years are putting solar panels, you're going to compete against homes that are on the resale market that have solar panels on them.
Absolutely.
So you're not going to get the full price for your home that you might get if you had solar panels. So it might be something to consider and budget for so that you get those in place. But there are a few options that you have to take and look at with solar panels. And the issue then becomes, how are we going to use those? Okay, and there's a couple of ways. You can have solar panels which are considered a direct supply. And what that means is that during the day, the solar panel produces electricity and you consume that electricity. And if you don't consume it, it goes into Xcel's power grid and you get a credit kilowatt for kilowatt. You're not making money, okay? So it's not like if I have 20 excess kilowatts, they're going to pay me what those kilowatts are worth.
Right.
All you get is just a credit for kilowatts. So if you use those kilowatts later, then that'll be fine. So in the evening, the panels aren't producing electricity, so you're consuming electricity from Xcel. The other system is solar to storage. Okay, and that's where you have batteries. And those batteries are where the energy produced by the panels during the day goes if you don't consume it.
Mhm.
Then at night, it will seek from those batteries energy that you need to run things in the evening. And if for some reason you consume more than what the battery can supply, then again, it goes to Xcel Energy and you consume that and you pay for it as you use it.
Right.
So those are things to consider. And it depends upon, where you're at. Kathy and I were talking about the fact that in Texas, they're doing most likely solar direct down there. And during the ice storm last year, nobody had electricity because
Right.
there was ice on top of the panels.
Exactly.
And so that was a problem. So they probably, because of that environment, they should have chosen to do solar storage.
Right.
But anyway, that's probably enough about that. If you really have an interest in learning more about solar panels and what the costs are and the things that you can do, the other options, reach out to us and we will introduce you to a couple of people that are solar brokers that would be able to talk to you about that and let you know what your options are, tell you what it's going to cost to do that, and even tell you what your return on that investment might be.
Absolutely.
So anyway, I'm Ed Boyle, and you can reach me at 303-564-5387.
And I'm Kathy Boyle, and you can reach me at 303-507-0859. And this has been Coffee Talks Uncut with Ed and Kathy, and we love having you with us each week. So have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
All right, have a great
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.